Hey guys, it's Trucking coming at you with another game of hardcore Minecraft. What was that on the splash screen? A little bit of Descartes. Very nice, very stylish. Uh, they're proving that they've read a book before. I do that sometimes. Alright, so there's a skeleton over there with an enchanted bow, and I am going to go and make a point of that. Garuda is chilling, and my shield is still in fine enough shape to where I can actually just like have a little bit of a fight if I want. So that's what we'll do. And I need to make another boat. Beyond that, I should probably make some glass. So false start once again. We'll just go ahead. And by some glass, I mean an absolute ton of it, because I mean, what else am I going to do with my time? And energy. I need torches. That is what I'll do. So before I go out and about, I remember that I don't have a bed on me, and I need to get one. So I've got to have wool somewhere in here. Or rather, I don't have to, but it's likely that I do. And there it is. So there's a bed, and we just need to place some of the stuff. I don't think... Yeah, we'll take the pork chops with us. And a stack of dirt, just because you never know what you're going to get into. Replacement sword. And I just need to make a boat. And then it'll be time for us to jump out into the wild frontier, searching for stuff. We need to go back and get our buried treasure, and then there's some other things on the horizon as well. But we will go ahead and leave some of this junk behind. We don't need the map anymore. We can just throw it into the chest when we return there. Because it'll be pretty easy to remember where the digging took place. But that reminds me, there's other stuff to do over there. I needed to make a brush, but the copper and such is at home, so we'll do that in a bit once we get this sorted out. Because that's the I believe that's the same shipwreck that I had went into, which led me to this. Yeah, it's got to have been that one. I'm just always on the lookout for nice pets that might emerge in the jungle. It would be cool to get a parrot. I know they exist. I should make it my business to go get one, but first, wait. It's right in here, isn't it? Yep, because we found it, like, really fast. Relatively fast, anyway. I shouldn't say really fast. That's woefully incorrect. Unfortunately, this cod is cooked, which makes it much less good, because we can't feed it to our pet. We're going to just go ahead and crack that. I didn't really love that sound, but of course it could be the percussion in these songs, in which case it's totally fine percussion sounds. It just sort of sounds sort of like bones sometimes, which is funny. It's not the sort of thing that would be in my head. I'd be like, oh, that sounds like a bone, but you know, in the land of hardcore Minecraft, after leaving your boat behind for no good reason, often you hear bones everywhere. So we're just going to look for a chest over here and then F3 around, because this is... It's like a ruin we would expect to see underground, but clearly this one populated on the surface. And, oh, exposed shipwreck right over there. And there we see where we left our other boat, or where the boat was left. Who knows? Who knows how it got there? So, is any of this sand weird? Yep, okay, so suspicious sand. It looks... You can tell that the pattern, so like this one's suspicious and that one's suspicious, right? Yep, because it's got more mottled stuff going on in the middle of it texture-wise, so we'll need to just get a brush and come back here. I don't have anything with Silk Touch, which means I don't have any way to get sea lanterns, which is sad. I do like a nice sea lantern. I'm just looking around right now, seeing if there's any chests or if I notice if there's suspicious sand. Yep, alright, so there's a lot of suspicious sand around here. It populates all around in these places. And of course, magma would burn us if we got drawn down, and it does pull you down. So you want to be careful to not have that happen. It does give you breath, but there's got to be a better way, of course. So yeah, we'll just need to come back with a brush and brush some of these things. There might be a chest somewhere, but we don't want to disturb the sand looking for one, because I think the suspicious sand just breaks forever when that happens, which is why I didn't notice it once upon a time in the terracotta place. But since there's this little shipwreck here, and I know I haven't been on it, we're going to go, and this is my idea of an ideal shipwreck, where it's only a little bit underwater, so you don't have to get too nervous. And you could set up a house on it if you wanted, which I have done in a previous world. But not going to do here, obviously. I say obviously. I do this a lot. It may not be obvious that I'm quite happy with my house, but I am. And I'm not trying to get a different one. So we get a whole bunch of iron ingots, normal amount of coast iron trim, 8 emeralds, 7 lapis. Perfection. There will be a treasure map on here, most likely. There always seems to be a treasure map on a ship. It's just a matter of running it down. However, it's relatively likely that it will point me to the treasure I've already gotten, but there's no point in not looking. So we should expect to see one underwater, like right in this area. There'll be a door. Yeah, alright, here we go. And there's our buried treasure map and a bunch of papers. And that'll be feather. We're just going to toss that leather armor because I literally don't care, and get rid of those in favor of the planks. And I could look for the third chest because there's often a third chest, and I do want to look for that real quick. I didn't bring my... No, I did bring my aqua helmet. So this is going to go much quicker. And what we'll be looking for here is just like another compartment. And we broke... Do I not have sticks? I do not have sticks. And night is falling as I was doing that, so it looks like we are going to spend the night up here. No reason not to, after all. We're not done checking it out, and it's a nice, safe place to lay down for the night. Bed falls. We failed to pick up the bed because inventory is full. That is what I would call, frankly, not awesome. Right now, we just need to check this treasure map, see if it's going to send us anywhere. Number 2 is the one we dropped. That was our previous one. This is a new map, and it's leading us underwater. It doesn't appear to be... okay. There's a zombie over there, and he is wearing a bunch of armor. I don't have my bow on me. I'm not too worried about it if it's just him. I guess the gold armor protects him from the sun. Well, did I pick up the bed? Yes. That means it's time to get in the boat and go pick a fight. Where'd he go? I swore I saw him. I guess I was just imagining things. Alright, good deal. So the shipwreck even shows up on the map, and this definitely is going to lead us just down somewhere. You know, fortunately, I've got my doors, and we've got our aqua helmet, and we know that daytime is several hours left. A good little miniature chunk of time, so I'm just gonna look around real quick and make sure I don't think I see any zombies or whatnot, because they didn't seem like they swam really fast, but I don't know that, and I don't wanna fall victim to believing I understand more than I do. All right, so I think if we just go down from here, this is going to be so annoying. Oh, this is going to be so annoying. Oh, well. Okay, can't do that. Right now I'm just trying to see if I can, like, get a little bit of light, and I cannot, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm just gonna figure out how. Alright, so if I break this one now... Nope, that's not gonna work, but now if I just go here and here and here... I just want a light. There we go. Now we can go to work. So we're more or less right on it. And we're just going to dig a little bit of gravel. This is going to allow us to get flint. And, oh, it's already right there. So, thanks to my careful torch placement, I was able to notice that the buried treasure was right here all along. So now we have just a great amount of iron 34. Fantastic. Other than that, a sort of underwhelming buried treasure. I mean, obviously, I got diamonds in one not too long ago, so that's fresh in the mind. But a couple of water-breathing potions aren't bad, and that went hilariously better than I expected. We are going to collapse the pockets and go back up, because I don't anticipate that we'll need to go back there again. But, you know, that actually... that could have been much more annoying than it was. And it worked pretty well. So, nice. We're just going to run home really quick. Or rather, we're going to run over here and grab pumpkins. I knew I would find pumpkins if I ran out here. Pumpkins will be very important to our future plans. Which are, of course, to live forever. And I know you're saying that you watched me and I didn't remember how to make sticks. And that I probably am not going to live forever. First of all, I knew how to make sticks. I just forgot for a moment. And second of all, why are you even keeping track of this stuff? I think I'm going to live forever. I've never been wrong about that yet. And if I have been, I don't remember. It's been like a really long time ago. Perhaps a whole human week. one thing's for sure is that I sure am having a good time with this. I say this all the time about my hardcore worlds, but this one's real pretty. This one's a real handsome world. It's got a beauty to it, and I'm just glad to still be in it. You know, there's been a couple of times already where things could have gone south, but had great luck with shipwrecks. I imagine that's just it's got to be the standard, even if you're trying to move fast, to try to find a shipwreck, and then from there you would be able to get a bunch of iron, maybe. I think that's got to be like at least one of the best ways to start on hardcore or any other world. Just because the amount of iron that you get, really inspiring. Now we've got 13 more pumpkins, which is going to be, like 52 more pumpkin seeds, and I think you get 4 per. And that is good news indeed. Do I need to cook anything or smelt anything? No. 34 iron, so that is beyond fantastic. And without doing really many trades, now we're up to 32 emeralds, just because you find a bunch of emeralds in these places. And we're getting, 43 paper also, so we're actually picking up, funnily enough, a lot of the stuff that we need in order to build our bookshelves that we'll have to do for our enchanting table. Assuming that I live that long, because I intend to. We got this raw chicken here. I think we're not going to cook it. We're going to try to start stocking up on it to sell. But we'll give our pets say hello to noble Garuda and brave Belladonna. But actually, that comes to mind. How do you make an anvil? I think you get a block of iron, 2 blocks of iron. Alright, where is it at? It is 3 blocks of iron and 4 iron ingots. So I did not have tons of iron, I have merely, basically enough iron. So now we're going to be able to set up a nice anvil here at home. Clang, how fun. And for the first time ever, we're going to be able to hang a name tag on our best friend. Look at that. The game should give me an achievement for this. I didn't think there was one. I have no idea what all of them are, but as far as I'm concerned, this is my number 1 hardcore achievement, is getting to throw Garuda's name above his head. Look how happy he is. He's like, yeah, everybody knows who I am now. I think we're just gonna... No, I don't want to end the video quite yet. I'm in the middle of stuff. But I do want to make the brush really quick before I forget. Alright, how do I do it? I need a stick. And I don't have anything to make a stick. Naturally, just 1 stick for a brush, just 1 stick. Alright, there we go. And I kind of feel like I should get... scared. This music's making me feel tense. The sun's going down here soon, so I am gonna just wait for it and do more inventory management. Yeah, we'll just wait for it, do more inventory management, lay down for the night. But So what we're gonna do is make another shield, make some shears. Some shears wouldn't go amiss, because I might want to just get like a bunch of beds. And I think one more bucket would be good. No, I don't need to carry milk. I've decided that that is not a useful way to try to deal with our foes. Well, now the night has fallen, and it'll be time to lay down in bed. So, good old Garuda. What we're gonna do is make another chest, because that's obviously what I wanted to do, and I got distracted by this super intense and actually kind of wonderful music. It was distracting though, because of the intensity. Where did I put my boots? I gotta have these boots, because sometimes that's the key to life, is being able to run away on your boots. And we're just gonna put some of this junk in here. No, we'll take the pork chops. So what I want to do now is grab a couple of the hose, yeah. And we're just going to go and plant some pumpkins here alongside the general pumpkin patch. And patch melons, and then we'll probably do a little bit of farming. See, what I did here is terrible, because you want to go forward entirely and then backward. You don't want to like get broken in the midst of breaking the cropland, because moving forward and back is just too many inputs, right? You want to do a minimal amount of inputs for your farming. And that one, we'll just leave it. It's all right that it's there, but my current theory of gourd vegetables is that we want 2 spaces between rows so that they can get maximum donations. And we're just going to do a little bit of this. Now we've got like a ton of charcoal, but you can never really have too much of it. Or if you can, I haven't yet, and I've had like a lot of charcoal. I don't think there's any villager that buys charcoal. That would be pretty nice, but there's a villager that buys sticks. So if I just have the wood, I'm sure I will find a good use for it eventually. But a little bit of techno farming makes me feel so happy. And it looks like it's going to be a little while before we get pumpkins growing, but that is all right. And of course, every time you see a melon or a pumpkin grow to the side, that's just like the best feeling, because that's how the farm is supposed to work, right? You're supposed to be getting donations to the various sides, but sometimes it feels like your plans don't line up with reality in that regard. We're going to leave most of this stuff in here because we're going to need to take most of this area up. Oh no, not melons. So there, I've made a couple mistakes. First of all, I thought I had to break the block. I didn't. And all the other mistakes sort of come from that. But now they're done. We're going to be able to do this whole row of wheat and then that whole row of potatoes. Yep. So excellent. We're going to want to get a few different of the seeds in our hotbar, just so we don't have to keep on going back to the menu. But I am going to just go up and down here, and then we'll just bam. And really, we wouldn't have to put it in the offhand because, and that was bad, but it'll be all right. We wouldn't have to put it in the offhand because the land isn't going to lose its irrigation. But this is something I'm very familiar with. Only, usually my fields are much less intelligently designed than this, and they involve a lot of dumb vertical spaces, so it feels nice to be in an intelligent field. And actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I should just be skipping and doing it this way. That way, I will, you know, be getting the efficiency of not having to mess around with the inventory management. And I'll probably run into town and try to sell some wheat. Man, this is, I'm about to run into a situation where I literally won't have time to do all of this stuff I have to do. But that's Minecraft, right? That's what the dream is. And have I picked up any of these carrots? No. My new dream is to pick up some of these carrots. I've got too much junk on me. I'm not too sad about the melon slices, but I absolutely have got to get these carrots. All right, there we go. Oh, I got 64 out of that row. Fantastic. And yet also a daunting thing. So I came out here thinking I would do a little bit of farming, and instead all of my crops were ready to go, which will just rotate around backwards here. I don't know why I was thinking like how I would have to run down to the other end because I was oriented incorrectly. That's pretty silly. And then another potato row. And this is, you know, this is what it's all about here. Whenever you get to do the hard and boring work of repeatedly planting stuff into rows with the eventual plan of selling it to maybe? Who cares? This is just me playing Minecraft now. The fact that it's hardcore has been entirely superseded by the fact that I really like planting crops. And what time of day is it? We got plenty of time of day left. So I don't want to promise you something that's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to keep on farming for a little bit here and talking to myself. So is there anything interesting I can talk about? No, I don't think so. Nope, don't have anything. And that actually means that probably that's a good time to end the video and get something to eat or something, because after all, if I'm losing my ability to talk to myself, what is this whole endeavor even for? But this is amazing. Yeah, apparently I've already got like hundreds and hundreds of all of these things. Cause like in my Survivor world, whenever I'm growing this stuff, like I literally don't care about it, right? Like the only thing that I want is more. So like the idea that I need to like actually be being smart with the food is immaterial. Like there's a chest in my Survivor world that's got like 3,000 beetroot in it, and it's probably always going to have that much in it because I've got enough emeralds now. But who I am as a player and really as a person is a guy. I know I've said variations on this a million times, but I'm not a guy who knows when enough is enough. And I actually, you know, I've grown to accept that about myself. And I hope that you have too. It's unlikely that you're wishing for change if you're still here, since I've been promising you what I've been giving you for a little bit now. But all of that is just to say that if you are here, thank you. I I really have a good time on this channel, and I hope other people have a good time with it too. I know that the responses that I get have been just wonderful, just really gratifying, like a dream come true. Because my daydream has never been to be like the most famous person in the world, just to like play some video games and have people watch them without me having to like act like a person I don't like in order to get attention. And I feel like, that's clearly what's going on here, because I don't have to like be artificial, although I'm much more like positive and happy in these videos that I am in real life. But that too is, it's part of why I'm doing this, is because it feels so good and it makes me happy. In these videos, I get to say sentences that I never say, and I don't want to be like too dark about it, but like this this game is really a lot of fun for me. It's so fulfilling, and the more I learn about it and the better I get, it's just so great. And I'm just glad to have the opportunity to be able to play it, because, well, not everything in my life was necessarily going to lead me here to be playing Minecraft and talking to myself. I'm glad it ended up like this. I'm really glad to be here. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and then I'll see you in the next one, where we'll probably do some more farming. If I know myself, I imagine that's what we'll do. But probably some villager trades, and maybe even a little bit of archaeology. Now that I got that brush in hand, I'm feeling a little adventurous, a little like putting on a cowboy hat and a John Williams score. Just kidding. I will not put John Williams music on here. I think they will send a guy to your house and like hit you with a rod made out of a birch tree if you ever even think about using John Williams music without permission. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a different kind of tree. But anyway, I hope I'll see you in the next video. That's it for this one. I wish the windows would be seamless, but blocks have to have borders, I suppose. And so too do videos, and that is the border of this video. The splash screen hopefully says ribbit, so I will say that as well, and that will be the final word, ribbit.